what is crypto? Now explainia mtu mwenye hajawahi sikia, mtu mwenye amekuwa kideal na Kenya shillings, anajua tu Kenya shillings peke yake. Try kumexplainia what is crypto.
So there are various ways of defining crypto, and perhaps I'll give my definition, and perhaps Lisa can give hers.
For me, I'll just put it simply in a layman's language. It is digital or virtual assets. That's very simple for everyone to understand. And we have many coins, starting with Bitcoin, which was started by a guy called Satoshi in 2009. And then we have things like Ethereum. We have stable coins that are pinned to a fiat currency. A fiat currency are the currencies that we have: Kenyan shillings, Ugandan shillings. So stable coins, they are not volatile. They don't fluctuate as much as the other coins.
So the stable coins kama sa Kenya shillings, kama ni thao hainini sana. It's only affected by inflation, but not like thao haiwezi kuwa thao mbili kesho.
No, they don't change. So a coin like USDT, it doesn't change. It is
pegged on dollar.
Yes.
I get you. I understand. At least leo na learn. Leo hata mimi
Mr. Spice.
Yes. Where everything is sugar, spice, and everything nice. What's up, good people? Mr. Sugar, Spice, and everything nice in the building. Burudani 14 with another episode. Now, today we have special guests. Today we want to discuss money. We want to discuss finances. We want to discuss technology. Thanks to you guys, our community, that we got this great partnership with a company that's called Gochapaa. Now they are here today to record an episode with us. Now leo to educate kuhusu a lot of things, so stay tuned. Without further ado, I would like you guys to introduce yourselves. We'll start with the gentleman. I'm a ladies first. Wacha tuanze na super.
Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Lisa from Gochapaa. And I'm happy to be here.
Nice. My name is Lisa Karani from Gochapaa, and we are super happy to be here.
Thank you. Now, Gochapaa. What is Gochapaa, and what does Gochapaa do?
So Gochapaa is a team of diverse people from different backgrounds, and we are using blockchain technology to make a change in Africa. Specifically, we're working on products that promote financial inclusion. And one of our flagship products that we're currently building is a digital assets wallet. We'll talk about more maybe today about what digital assets are, and possibly people know them as crypto mostly. So we're building basically a crypto wallet, which will have quite a number of features, including we normally call it on-ramping, but what basically means is you can use Kenya shillings to buy Bitcoin, for instance, or NFTs. You can receive those assets from friends, family, and so on. So that's the platform that we're currently building.
Nice. Now, for Lisa here, what does Gochapaa do in terms of educating the youth or students, or just Kenyans in general? Yes, about crypto.
So as Gochapaa, we have a community. We have a community on Telegram and other social media platforms where people can come together, ask questions, learn from each other. Just be there. So people can learn a lot from there.
And we've seen a lot of interest. Young people wanting to know what is blockchain, what is this crypto, what are the opportunities.
That was my next question. What is crypto? Now explainia mtu mwenye hajawahi sikia, mtu mwenye amekuwa kideal na Kenya shillings, anajua tu Kenya shillings peke yake. Try kumexplainia what is crypto.
So there are various ways of defining crypto, and perhaps I'll give my definition, and perhaps Lisa can give hers.
Okay.
So crypto is money which is built in blockchain, and perhaps to understand more, let's step back and see what is this blockchain. What does blockchain mean, and how does it work? Blockchain is like a public ledger or a spreadsheet. I'm pretty sure most of you have interacted with a spreadsheet. But it's a spreadsheet which is not controlled by one person, and we normally say it's immutable, which means once you write data into that spreadsheet, it cannot be deleted.
Okay.
So, and it's public. So for transparency purpose, everyone can see what has been written into that spreadsheet, and no one can make changes to it. So that's what basically blockchain is in very simple terms. So there are various cryptocurrencies, and various cryptocurrencies work in different ways. But the common fundamental is that they are based in blockchain. And once you make a transaction, a crypto transaction on blockchain, it cannot be deleted. It's transparent, everyone can see it. And it's decentralized, which means it's not controlled by one entity or one organization or a government. Like an example of maybe what we normally have with Kenya shillings, it's usually issued by a central bank, right? Yeah. That's the central, it's centralized. Yes. It's issued by one central authority. Yes. But blockchain is not issued by one particular person or organization or government. It's decentralized. It's everywhere. Everyone can use it. Yeah. So that's perhaps one definition of cryptocurrency.
Yeah. For me, I'll just put it simply in a layman's language. It is digital or virtual assets. That's very simple for everyone to understand. Yeah. And we have many coins, starting with Bitcoin, which was started by a guy called Satoshi in 2009. Yeah, and then we have things like Ethereum. We have stable coins that are pinned to a fiat currency. A fiat currency are the currencies that we have: Kenyan shillings, Ugandan shillings. Yeah. So stable coins, they are not volatile. Yeah, they don't fluctuate as much as the other coins. Yeah.
So the stable coins kama sa Kenya shillings, kama ni thao hainini sana. It's only affected by inflation, but not like thao haiwezi kuwa thao mbili kesho.
No, they don't change. So a coin like USDT, it doesn't change. Yeah.
It's pegged on dollar.
On dollar, yes.
Yeah.
I get you, I understand. Leo na learn. Leo hata mimi niko darasa. Now, for us as the young generation and even as students, now when one is introduced to such crypto and the whole concept of digital currency, people associate that with scams or like they're a bit skeptical about it.
Yeah.
Now, how will you explain what Gochapaa is doing, and how are beginners able to get into Gochapaa and trade and get the digital assets without them being skeptical about it? Yes.
So I think one of the things that we are doing is educating people about blockchain, the basics, so that ukienda uko nje and someone tells you crypto is this and this, you know the truth. Yeah. You already know the truth. And then through our community, you can be able to intermingle with people that have like-minded thoughts. Yeah. So from there, we can assure you that you will learn more, and also we encourage people to do their due diligence. Do your own research. Don't let people tell you ati leta pesa nitaku. Yeah. So that is what we do.
Yeah. Watu wameosha huko nje.
Mbaya sana. I'll give you my story.
So you have a story.
I have a story. I think it was back in 2021, yes. So there was this thing, I don't know if it was the real Bitcoin ama ilikuwa tu scam. Okay, ilikuwa scam, tulioshwa eventually, but sasa ilikuwa inawaki hivi. Mnapewa, I think ni kama odds. Unaona vile unaweza pewa odds. So hizi odds una fill in kwa timeline fulani. So hiyo timeline capital ni 10k. Tulikuwa tunaekelea kila mtu 10 Gs. So una fill in hiyo nini. So you can imagine kwa your digital wallet unaona you've made money cause mtu hata ulikuwa unaweza make hata na trading ilikuwa walikuwa wanafungulia a certain time. Haikuwa eti na 24 hour system. It's a certain time. So ikifika saa 7 mnaingia mna trade. So mkitrade unapata kama ulikuwa umekelea 10 Gs unapata umemake kitu kama an extra maybe 10k. So that's digital currency, unaona. So when it comes to withdrawing, they start telling you, they start scheduling you at unajua,
they take you around in circles,
the systems are down right now we will have to do this and this and this. And you see, it's something that most Gen Zs and young campus students wako very prone to, unaona? Very prone to kugongwa nini. But I like the initiative that you guys are doing to educate watu about the same.
Yeah, just to add maybe another form of scam that I've said. Yes, we normally call them rug pulls. So whereby you're enticed to put your money into a new project or coin. Then after a lot of people have invested in it, then the owners disappear with all your money. That's one form. But the other form that I've seen is people asking you, nipatie pesa yako, then I invest in on your behalf. And then you are guaranteed of like 30%, 50% returns. Normally, if you hear someone tell you that, it can be a run. That's likely a scam. And like Lisa said, what we advocate for is people to learn about this stuff even before committing any money to it. Understand what is this crypto. How does it work? Am I willing to take a risk to try it out? And before you take risk, identify a platform where you can start small. And you can do research, ask people around, and once you've narrowed down to a platform, then also see who is trading in that platform, what are some of the security measures put in place, how long has this platform been around. If you hear this platform millions last week, and you want to put your money in it immediately, that's a big risk. So when you're doing your due diligence, look at how long has this platform been operating, who are people behind it, where is it registered, are they compliant, and things like that, so that you have some level of confidence. The next step is put in small money that you're willing to lose. Don't put in all your school fees or savings in such a platform. Work at $10 maybe, trade it kidogo maybe for a week or two, try withdrawing and see if you are actually able to withdraw. Small amounts, right? Na usikuwe na limit ya ati you can only trade with 10,000 shillings or 100. That's another red flag. A genuine platform should allow you to invest with as little cash as possible.
Even 200.
Even as low as 200 Kenyan shillings.
For instance, in Gochapaa, with 200 shillings, you're able to onboard, buy some Satoshis or Ethereum, and test it out and withdraw.
Interesting. Now, still on the point of beginners and how you can educate them, do you guys have maybe online courses where people can source the information, or even people get certifications of how to do this trading thing?
Nowadays there are so many online platforms that people can get these courses from. I can tell you for sure, as Gochapaa, we started from Coursera, a platform called Coursera, and there are so many of them. There's Udemy, there's EDX, there are so many of them. I think we can put them down
in the description,
so that people can check them out. And you can get certificates from that, learn.
On Gochapaa also, in our community, especially on Telegram and YouTube and all the other social media channels, we do such forums like this podcast, we talk about we break it down, what is crypto, how do you get started, how do you avoid being scammed and things like that. So we do a lot of educational content as well in our channels.
Yeah, that's interesting because I feel like in this generation of ours, we're not hatupendi kusoma sana. Like we'd rather listen than read it on paper.
Right.
So I feel if that's what is in your platforms, then that's fine with most of those who cannot read. Tujasema kila mtu asome. Now, let's get into the serious bit of it. Assuming one wants to, maybe a student wants to venture into crypto trading and digital currency in general, can that person do that as a career? Like, can he capitalize on that and make it as a career in the near, like in future? He's a full-time trader. He's a, like, isikue kama option. You see, most of the people wenye unapata wana trade inakuwa kama it's a plan B, ni part time. So okay. How can that person like kuifanya ikue, can capitalize ikue sasa it's a main thing that he is doing?
Yeah, there are certainly people who do trading as a full-time career. And again, like I said, they started small. Yeah. They did their own research. Maybe they got scammed a few times. Yeah, but that's perhaps unfortunately that's part of learning. They made some few mistakes. But normally you'll find someone who started small with small assets, very simple form of trading, maybe just buying and holding, and then maybe selling their assets when they increase their prices. And then you get into technicalities of reading the charts, doing some technical analysis, doing some advanced trading practices, which has more risks but more rewards. Until now, they make it a full-time venture. Trading is just one thing. Blockchain or crypto in general has so many opportunities, especially for young people. If you are not good in numbers, you don't want to do the trading, then maybe if you're a technical person, you can become a blockchain developer. There's so many gigs, there's so many companies who are employing blockchain developers. So if you're a techie, maybe you know how to code. As a Web 2 developer, you can transition to Web 3 and become a blockchain developer. It's a highly sought after skill and it's well paid. You could become a content creator on blockchain, you can become a blockchain community manager. There's so many opportunities in blockchain in general.
And those opportunities, I feel like ndio sisi tunataka kusikia because we have to go where the money is.
Yes. I don't know, NFTs, I don't know if you want to mention about opportunities there as well.
Yeah, and especially now that the industry is not as saturated. So it's good for young people to venture into such opportunities so that even we become pioneers. It's good for you to feel like a pioneer in a new industry.
True.
Yeah.
For creatives, I know you have creatives in your community.
Yes.
People into photography, music,
filmmaking.
Yeah. So they are NFTs. They're not as popular as they used to be maybe 2 years ago. But I mean, they're still there. They're just metamorphosing. They're taking different shapes. When maybe 2 years ago, NFTs were mostly known for, JPEGs of cats and people selling them at ridiculous amounts of shillings. Or rather dollars. Right now, they are more so into gaming. So if you're into gaming, you develop games or games artifacts, you can sell and make money as NFTs in gaming industries. So that's another area. There are people who, especially even in Kenya, we've seen some projects where people are using blockchain to tokenize real world assets like real estates. So there's a project called Alpha Block where they take an asset like an apartment, which is worth 10 million shillings. And me and you and maybe other people cannot afford the 10 million shillings to buy an apartment, right? So what they do is they fractionalize the value of that apartment into tokens, and they issue those tokens, and you can buy those tokens at 200 shillings. And essentially what it means is that you can invest in that apartment with just 200 shillings. Yeah. So tokenization of real world assets is a popular use case which is gaining popularity even here in Kenya, and it's a means of investing as well.
Now, let's talk about the developments in the crypto industry of late. We saw that Russia say that as from September 1st, they are going to go into crypto. Now, what does that mean to maybe someone who does not understand what they are trying to say, in your own understanding?
Maybe Ed can take that.
Okay. Yeah. So it's been there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure China, Russia, US. Yeah. It's been there. People have been trading in crypto. Only that it's not been formally maybe accepted as a form of payment in Russia or in some of those jurisdictions. But for markets like Europe or US, they started way early. They recognized stable coins. And there's been like series of regulations which govern how to use, for instance, stable coins for inter-trade. So that has been there. I think another related event that took place earlier this year is when US listed or allowed fund managers to list Ethereum and Bitcoins as EFTs. EFTs are like stocks or shares. So the way you can buy shares of Safaricom.
Oh yeah. Now you can buy.
In US today, you can actually buy Bitcoin or Ethereum.
Yeah.
So that was another like big event that happened earlier this year. And what that has done is brought in investors, like diverse investors, especially those investors who are very relaxed and maybe skeptical of Bitcoins and crypto in general. Now they have like a safe way of putting their money in these assets.
Some kind of surety.
Yes.
And I think that is one of the challenges that we've been facing in the crypto industry, because we have not been regularized yet. So seeing other countries accepting and being into it, it is so comforting. Yeah.
It gives like some hope.
Yes. That something good is coming.
Now, when it comes to crypto, can maybe a student or maybe just a youth come and intern at Gochapaa, or even come for attachment at Gochapaa to learn about trading and blockchain? Can that happen? Are you open for such?
Yeah, not trading as much because we are developing a product ourselves. So most of our team members will be software developers or blockchain developers. But we have maybe content creators, we have community managers. So maybe in that regard, not necessarily trading. And we might not be able to absorb a lot of people at the moment because we are a small team at the moment. But we can always reach out to our community in other companies which are in the same space who we see give those opportunities as well.
Nice, interesting. Now, you've mentioned something that has sparked my interest. You mentioned about scams. Now, have you guys?
Yeah. I saw that coming.
No, you brought it up.
Yeah.
Now we have to discuss it. Have you guys ever been scammed?
I lost some money. It wasn't quite I wouldn't call it a scam. I don't know, for guys maybe who've been familiar with events in crypto, there's a stable coin. Was it you? It was Luna. It was called Luna. So there's a stable coin which depegged. Depegging is when, like Lisa tried to explain what a stable coin is. It's normally pegged on an actual currency. So there's a Luna which was pegged on USD dollar, but it is depegged, meaning the value, it couldn't match the value of USD. So at that point, at that time, I remember one USD was going for around 110 or 120 Kenyan shillings, and I had several lunas in my wallet.
Nice.
And then when it depegged, that value went down to zero. So I basically lost
but
my lunas.
Yours is not scamming. We are scamming. What you are megombo ita?
Personally, I've also never experienced scamming. Yeah,
Which is
maybe
very
I'm
cautious.
one of the lucky ones.
You're very cautious.
I'm very skeptical with things. I will ask a lot of questions before I actually invest in something, and I think that is one of the things that people who are willing to invest in crypto should do. Be skeptical.
Cautious,
Be cautious about everything.
And do you guys, as Gochapaa, do you think that that's one of the things that Kenyans in general do not do? Like they don't do their due diligence well?
100%.
Because hizi stories za kugongwa zinakwanga time and over mpaka unashangaa watu si tuliwaambia.
Msema nakwambia ukipata 10k inakuwa 3x in you 1 month. Is that so? Wacha nitumie pesa. Ekelea. Then it's come.
Na kutaka pesa ya haraka. I think nothing comes easy.
Even in crypto, nothing comes easy. Watu wa forex.
It's so even more so on crypto because the nature of crypto is it's highly volatile, which means you can easily lose money than maybe buying stocks or forex. It's highly volatile. So anyone who promises or guarantees you returns in crypto, most likely it's a scam.
True. Because the value of Bitcoin over time imekuwa increase over time. Na kuna times maybe
in a dip.
Okay. And is it now? This is my own question. Value of Bitcoin, is it tied to the US dollar? Okay.
So the only type of cryptocurrency which is tied to USD dollar is what we call stable coins, like USDT or Tether. That's the most popular. Bitcoin is a really native cryptocurrency, and in fact, it was the first cryptocurrency.
Okay. So, do you, as Gochapaa, do you think that the government has supported enough when it comes to the crypto markets and educating even people, or even giving regulations to you guys in the crypto business?
Personally, I do not think they have. First of all, they need to also understand what crypto is, because most people in the government, the MPs, they don't know what crypto is. And when they try to tax it, they are taxing it on a level where they don't know. So I would encourage them to learn what it is before maybe placing any taxations or any regulations around it.
It's the same as content creation. They don't know what it is. And they want to tax it. They don't know what it is. They want
Interesting fact about crypto usage. Like globally, Kenya is among the highest in terms of trading volume or number of transactions. We are like among the most or most popular or country with the most high adoption of crypto. In Africa, we perhaps rank after Nigeria and South Africa. So we're like number 3. So a lot of people are using cryptocurrencies, trading, maybe receiving, off-ramping and stuff like that. But the government is like 10 years behind.
It would be a good source of revenue.
True. But do you guys really think the government does not know about crypto, or is it just one ignore too? Because I don't think a whole government cannot know. I cannot not know about crypto.
Yeah, they do know. So like 4 or 5 years ago, central bank wanted to launch CDBC. CDBC is a central bank issued cryptocurrency. So, so they did a research and said that, oh, let's look into this thing. We would want to see if we can launch our own CDBC. But then after like a year or so, they said, we've looked into it, but we don't see any need to use it. So they dropped it. A couple of times also they've told the public, be very cautious about crypto. In fact, they told banks not to open bank accounts for crypto traders or crypto companies.
Sure.
Yeah. So
like that happened this year, ma. Like,
no, it's been happening quite a number. Yeah, from 2019, I believe, or even earlier. So today, if you go to a bank and say, I'm an entrepreneur or an innovator in crypto, I want to open a bank account.
Somehow.
We don't do that. So they don't support, basically. Yet we see a lot of innovations. We see a lot of adoption, a lot of usage.
And I think that's where the world is going, because if you're saying that Kenya, like we do trade volumes, I feel like kuna watu wana gatekeep. Kuna watu wana gatekeep.
And it's not where we're going. We're already there.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Because
we're already there.
But anyway, we shall revisit. We will not forget. Tutawasalimia. But I feel like whatever we are doing right now is more important than even kuwasalimia, because when we sensitize people about what crypto is and how it will help them, then that is very impactful than those MPs watakam later. I'm sure they will follow suit.
I hear some of them already use.
True, and that's where I'm saying that I don't think that they don't know about it. They just wako tu like yeah. But I feel like that has been very insightful, very educative in terms of those who didn't know what crypto is, and I feel like whatever you guys have said is very detailed in terms of anyone who is interested in crypto. And even if you're not interested in crypto, those who are maybe wanataka tu kujua what crypto is, wako tu sawa na the information that you've shared here, and the courses that you've said, you'll have to utatupatia tuziweke kwa description.
Sure.
Those who are interested, courses zitakuwa kwa description, and we will have another conversation with you guys again. Mtueleze tena the developments that as Gochapaa going forward, the partnerships, and even the sensitization in schools, even in public spaces. I know do you guys host Twitter spaces?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. See, like I remember one that you hosted there with Tuk students, Web3.
Big time.
Yeah. So I feel like when the Twitter spaces are on, you can share the link, and as Burudani, we will just put it in our platforms.
Sure.
Those who are interested will join the Twitter spaces.
Yeah.
I thank you so much for coming to Burudani 14 Studios. And guys, it's been an episode directed episode 12, Burudani 14. Adios. Peace.
Yeah, Mr. Spice.
Yes. Where everything is sugar, spice, and everything.